Yes, you can start.
Should I start? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Respected District 20 Director DTM Khalid Abdullah, Program Quality Director DTM Mona Alokab, Club Board Director DTM Yasser Al-Kashar, Event Chair DTM Sunita Raghu, Organizing Committee members, fellow Toastmasters, and mass Speechcraft participants. Good evening to one and all. Welcome you all to District 20 first ever mass Speechcraft. I am Toastmaster Vaishali Dhake, member of Angels Toastmaster Club and your Chief Sergeant at Arm for this session. Ladies and gentlemen, to complete this session successfully, we have some ground rules. To avoid background noise, moderator will mute your microphone when you are not speaking. Refrain from moments while the camera is on during the session. Zoom chat options are restricted to hosts and co-hosts. If you need to communicate with the organizing committee, please use WhatsApp. During the presentations, the chat option is restricted to moderator. For applause, please use emojis. Now, let us all remind ourselves of the core values of Toastmasters International: integrity, respect, service, and excellence. Now, to open the session, we have a dynamic Toastmaster as the event chair, who is a Toastmaster since 2018, member of 2 clubs, current District 20 Club Retention Coordinator for Bahrain, President of Palakkad Toastmasters Club. Please put your hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster Sunita Raghu to call the session to order and welcome the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Vaishali, for the lovely introduction. District 20 Director DTM Khalid Abdullah, PQD DTM Mona Alokab, and Club Growth Director DTM Yasser Al-Gashar. In their absentia, I just recognize them for this session 2 meeting, and organizing committee members, all the members from all 4 countries, Bahrain, Kuwait, Egypt, and Iraq. A warm good evening to one and all. I, Sunita Raghu, hereby call District 20 Mass Speechcraft Session 2 to order. I'm sure after the first session, all the participants gathered here, especially the member who had joined recently, would have got a clear idea about what is Toastmasters is all about and how to give an icebreaker speech. We in Toastmaster meeting always say that about 3 P's: plan, prepare, and practice. To write a speech and to deliver a speech without any problem. For that, you need to plan, you need to prepare properly, and then deliver. This is not only for speeches. In our life also, we need to plan and practice and prepare for whatever best outcome you want. So you need to plan. Communication is the art of leadership. To become a good leader, we need to improve our communication. One such way of communication is to connect with your audience, to communicate your ideas clearly to the people you talk to. By expressing yourself in a very clear and truthful way. In this session, you will be learning how to prepare a speech and deliver a speech, what you want to deliver, and express it in a proper way, and selecting an appropriate topic for giving a speech. District 20 family has come together to organize this event with yet another power-packed group of people, presenters, demo speakers, and all the role players. All of them with the support of all the 4 countries' people, especially here in this session too, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Egypt. Toastmasters are very much involved in conducting this particular session. As our theme implies, if you seek knowledge with passion, you will always surpass your own accomplishment. And that will ultimately take you to where you want to go to become a better version of yourself. So just remember our theme: seek, soar, and succeed. With this, I don't want to take much of your time. Let us move on to our education session. To conduct our education session, this session 2, we have a young and talented Toastmaster here. She is a Toastmaster since 2021 and a secretary of Young Adult Toastmasters Club. And she is working as a senior medical information officer for Gulf Pharmaceutical. She likes to paint and cook, and she likes to do gardening also. Please put your hands together to welcome the charming master of ceremonies of this session, Toastmaster Beena. Toastmaster Beena, the screen is yours.
Thank you, Event Chair, Distinguished Toastmaster Sunita Raghu, for the wonderful introduction. Distinguished D20 dignitaries, Event Chair DTM Sunita Raghu, the organizing team, fellow Toastmasters, and invited guests. A warm welcome to one and all. I would commence the meeting, the second session of this unique digital mass Speechcraft training program. I am Toastmaster Veena, your master of ceremonies for the day. Great leaders communicate and great communicators lead, said by none other than Simon Sinek. This mass Speechcraft is a unique initiative by the District 20 to help everyone to enhance their communication skills and to develop it further. Today, we have a very important presentation in which we will be learning about how to organize your speech and how to select a speech topic. To add more excitement, we are also having 2 demo speeches by experts. As quoted by the founder of Toastmasters, Mr. Ralph Smedley, whatever your grade or position, if you know how and when to speak and when to remain silent, your chances of real success are proportionately increased. Setting goals is the first step in turning the invisible into the visible. And that's what is the motive of this workshop, and this statement totally justifies the theme of the mass Speechcraft, which is seek, soar, and succeed. Without further ado, moving on to the agenda of tonight's program, let's begin the second session of the District 20 Mass Speechcraft program. Time is the essence of life. We always need to speak, listen, and lead at the right time. Tonight, we have a meticulous timer who will be responsible for timing tonight's session to ensure that we are within the time. She is Toastmaster since 2021, and she believes that with hard work, dedication, and guidance, we can achieve our goals easily. Toastmaster Vaishali Daki. The timings to be followed has been communicated to the presenter and the speakers already. Accordingly, our timer will display the color cards. Now is the time to move ahead with tonight's educational session. Before we begin our session, I would like to inform you that there will be a presentation followed by 2 demo speeches to showcase how the structured speeches are written and delivered. This will be followed by a question and answer session. To have a smooth and uninterrupted session, all the chats will be disabled. You can send your queries to Toastmaster Anjali, and the same will be read out by Toastmaster Anjali during the Q&A session. Also, please note that the attendance sheet will be shared in the chat box during the session. Sorry. Okay, let's continue. Like I said, please note that the attendance sheet will be shared in the chat box during the session. Please fill in the form. Your feedback will help us to improve. So, Let's start the much awaited presentation, speech structure and selecting your speech topic. To present, we have with us a dynamic distinguished Toastmaster. She is a Toastmaster since 2011, an MA Philosophy in English Literature, Principal of Hawa International School, Bahrain, past Division D Director, past District 20 Club Realignment Chair 2021 to 2022, motivational speaker and workshop leader. She believes it's never too late to start anything in life, but you just need self-motivation and confidence. Interesting, isn't it? Please put your hands together and welcome DTM Sajita Satish as our presenter for tonight. DTM Sajita Satish, please.
Good evening. Thank you very much, Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster Veena, and all the Mass Speechcraft Organizing Committee, District Trio, and my dear most participants. Before I begin, let me ask a simple question to you. How many of you really would like to be a successful public speaker? Raise your hands. I can see from here the short windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we have 51 here. Okay, good. Okay, now a good number. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do you know, when I was a student going to the elementary section of the school, when I was 6 years, 7 years, like that, I used to participate in all the school youth festivals. But you know, participating in the school youth festival is something different. Why? In the class competitions, we do participate in front of our small class, our fellow classmates, or our teacher. We know everybody. But when it is school competition, you are asked to come on stage, and there is a curtain, and outside the curtain, we do not know how many are lined up, what kind of audience are sitting. Imagine, I can still feel that my heart is throbbing, there's butterflies in the stomach. We feel like when the curtain is opened, we feel like I'll fall unconscious right now. I don't want any prize. I'll go back now. I am sure each one of you would have gone through, or even now, you might be feeling the same thing when you are behind the curtain and when the curtain is opened. You all agree with me or no? So today, what we are going to do is, how can we say yes to public speaking? Yes, I'm ready. Let any curtain be open in front of you. You can stand solid and you can deliver a speech in a properly structured, organized way. So let's just see, how can we do that? First of all, to speak and deliver something, you need a topic, right? Step number 1 is a topic. Before selecting a topic, what if I go to inaugurate a nursery school and I talk to the little ones, sitting in front of me about the new technological revolution and the robotics engineering and the World War III, the bio war? Do you think the little ones will understand anything? Think about another scenario. You are in a family function where there are like little ones running around as husbands and wives and friends and chatting. And in such a scenario, you are asked to speak something. Is it appropriate if you talk about Toastmaster Speechcraft? So you see, before selecting a topic, the first step is to know your audience. In front of who you are going to speak. Is it a family function? Is it a marriage? You could be asked to perform as a master of ceremony. Well, this is happening now. It could be a school, a college, career, for anything it could be. So first you have to know your audience, then choose your topic. Okay. Once you decide, this is going to be your audience, the next step would be to choose a topic. What kind of a topic? So now you can see that there's a wide variety. You know that you might be having a pile of paper at home, but if somebody suddenly asks you, can I get a piece of paper, please? And you will run around the full home and you will not find a paper, right? It's normal. It happens with everybody. Same. When you're asked to speak about a topic, you will feel that there is no topic in the world at all. This is normal. So what you have to do is think about all the possible topics. Moderator, can we go to slide number 4, please? Slide number 4, yes. Yes, let's stop here, yeah. So there are topics all over around you, but our problem is which one to nail at? Which one can I choose? Now, what you have to do is think about every possible topic that matches the audience. Again, confusion. Remember, my dear Speechcraft attendees, it's normal to be confused. It's nothing abnormal. Don't feel that I'm the only person in the world who doesn't have a topic to speak about. No, it can happen with any seasoned, experienced speaker as well. All right. So first, you have chosen a topic. Okay. The next thing, what you have to do, imagine you have chosen about the love. How many kinds of love are existing in the world? Mother-daughter, father-daughter, mother-son, teenage love, matured love, old age love, grandfather-grandmother love, neighbor love. I can speak about a million of kinds of love. So again, when you have chosen the theme, the main theme as love, again, limit it to one aspect of the subject. It's like, okay, let's say I will choose father and daughter love. So the main one is love. The second one is father-daughter love, right? Okay. Again, the next point. Father and daughter can have different types of relationship, my dear Speechcraft attendees. Father could be a cruel father. It could be a bonding, specific bonding, a very rare bonding between father and daughter. It could be like funny relationship. We can see father and daughter cracking jokes with each other. They're very friendly with each other. We can see parents, father just reading a newspaper and doesn't interact much with the daughter. So even if it is the love between father and daughter, there is, again, you have to think, am I going to persuade my audience with a message? Or I'm just going to entertain my audience, just make it lively and interactive? Or am I going to inspire my audience? Or I'm just giving some information about the type of love that exists between the father and the daughter. So again, these two things you have to finalize. So theme, aspect of the theme, what tone, what style you're going to utilize. Moderator, next slide, please. Okay, again, I was just mentioning this. You have to decide, is it entertaining, inspirational, motivational? Is it going to be a touching story between the father and the daughter? Again, you see, when you deliver a speech, and if you want to add weightage to it, to make it more value rich to your audience, it has to be, you have to elevate the level of your speech. How can we do that? It's just by adding some quotations, some quotes. You can take it from literature, you can take it from Google, something that helps you. And again, some personal stories, personal experience. So in this way, you can make your speech more attractive. Next slide. Here comes the next confusion now. Okay, I want to speak about the love. I want to speak about the father-daughter love, and I want to make it touching story. I decided on these 3 aspects. Okay, all right. Now, the most confusing thing, how to organize it, where to start, what to put in the middle, how to end it. Again, confusion. My dear Speechcraft attendees, again, let me remind you that it is normal. This again happens with everybody. We are confused how to stop it, how to start it. Yes. So let me take you to a world international speech champion. You can browse in the YouTube and you will be able to watch his video, Dhananjay Hettiarachchi. He's a Sri Lankan and he's a 2014 World Championship owner. When he came to the stage, and remember, the whole world is watching him. Suddenly, he came to the center of the stage and then he took out a rose, just a red rose. And he started, you and I are like this flower, unique. See, the just one sentence, he could hook the complete audience to his speech. Everybody started thinking, Rose and us, what could be the relationship? See, this is the way you have to go for a beautiful beginning that can hook your audience. So think, how can I start? Can I pick a rose? Can I use a prop? Can I use a quote? Can I show something? Can I narrate a small story? Anything, any strategy, it's your choice. All right, moving on. So you have given a good introduction. You thought about a good introduction. The next step is to develop the body of your speech. Again, how can you do that? How can you write the body of the speech? Moderator, next slide, please. All right, so I'm taking you to the body now, body of the speech. So we went to the opening, now it's the body. How can we talk about, or what can we share with the audience? Again, go to your theme and think, which are the important events or incidents that happened in my life or somebody else's life that I can pin here along with the theme. Okay, it could be anything that has some kind of relationship with your speech theme. Okay, and again, don't choose any number of things that happen in your life. Anybody's life, you would have faced a lot of things, but you should edit now. Choose only the most relevant topics or incidents that has got some link with your theme. All right, moving on. So we dealt with the opening, we dealt with the body. The last thing is the closing. You think closing doesn't matter? When you watch a movie, if nothing happens in the climax, how do you feel? Bored, right? We will say that, oh, the movie was just flat. Nothing happened at the end. What is this? We like the twist in the movie. We like something different. That was what was going on. Some twist to the whole thing, right? Same thing happens with the speech, my dear Speechcraft attendants. What you have to do is, when you think about the opening and the body, you need to think about the closing too. I would like to again mention about the 2019 International World Speech Champion. He began his speech by showing a cigarette lighter. He came in full black suit in front of the audience. And then when everybody was looking at what he's gonna do, he just took a cigarette lighter. Imagine, we all started thinking what he's going to speak about. Again, he ended the speech by coming to the front of the stage and just sitting like this. See, this is like, these are some techniques I wanted to share with you, like how seasoned speakers and champions, they pick the beginning of the speech and ending of the speech. Some people even go with effective quotes, catchy quote that has got some relationship with your theme. So it could be a quote, a statement, some action, some props, again, some props but remember, don't show any prop just like that. It doesn't have any link. You need to use props only if it is needed. Props, I mean some things, matters, cards, papers, anything, but don't show something that has got nothing to do with your whole speech. So every little thing in your speech could be planned. Moderator, let's go to the next slide. Slide number 10, please. 10. All right. So again, I want all of you to have a look at this particular slide. Why? This slide is very important. Most of the time, what happens when a speaker speaks, they forget where to end. They go on, and like I'm doing right now, I'm going on and on and on. So that's in a time-bound Toastmaster speech, you cannot afford to do that. Today, probably I can afford to do that. I can ask the organizing committee, I'm sorry, I went for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But if you are in a contest, if you're in a speech program, Toastmaster program, you have to be time bound. All right. So the best thing that you can utilize is the transitions, the language transitions. What I mean by the transitions, when you draft this page, you should use these words. For instance, suddenly. For example, most importantly, meanwhile, moreover, next in the line. See, these words you remember and you use it. So these words will prompt you, come on, Sunita, move on to the next part of your speech. You are still stuck in the first part. You see, so these transition words are really helpful when you deliver the speech. Remember these words, okay? They are going to be your friends. Indeed, however, incredible. So, these words, just have a stock of these words with you. All right, moving on to the next slide. Again, so now almost, I believe we got an idea of a speech, how to start an introduction, a catchy title, introduction, body, conclusion with a message or a statement, all right? And use transition words to have a smooth transition from one segment to another, to another, to another. All right. Moving on to the next slide, moderator, please go to the next slide. Yeah. Now your thought process is complete. What next? Again, imagine yourself as a movie director, a movie script writer. It will help you a lot, I'm telling you. When you start writing, whatever you thought in your mind already, so remember, once we write, we will feel like, oh, this is not needed. Delete it. Don't delete it from the page, just cross it and keep it. Maybe later on, you'll feel like this is again needed. Again, this is normal practice, nothing abnormal about it. And remember, don't make it so elaborate that, people miss what exactly this speaker wants to convey. So get to the point. Okay, this is again very important. Be specific, get to the point. So you have to make sure you are cropping what's not needed. You are cropping, maybe you wanted to say 2 funny things. Maybe you need to crop one and you put only one funny thing into your speech. In this way, you edit your speech, maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 times, depending on our satisfaction level. You will have to edit the speech many times, all right, until you are satisfied with the final draft. Remember, end your speech with a positive note. Nobody likes to cry at the end. Do you like to cry at the end? No, I don't like to cry at the end. Do you? I don't think anybody would like to cry at the end after hearing a speech. Even if it is a very emotional speech, please make sure that you are not ending it up with a negative, a pessimistic note. It should be ended with a positive note. All right? Okay. Moderator, help me with the next slide. Again, coming to the most important slide. In Toastmasters, time is one of the most important things. Whoever it is, even the international president, and even you're just a fresh hand in the Speechcraft, timing is very important. You can see I have jotted down a small pointers here. Introduction should be 30 seconds to 1 minute. Remember, my dear Speechcraft attendees, this is just a guideline. We are not telling you exactly 1 minute, stop your introduction and go to the body. No, this is just a help for you, pointer for you. It is better if you include 1 minute for your introduction, 3 to 4 minutes for the body of the speech, 30 seconds to 1 minute for the conclusion. If you edit your speech accordingly, okay, maximum of 130 words per minute, that means your whole speech can have 600 to 650 words. Remember, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to stop at 600 and 650. No, it is better if you do like this. It will help you to start on time and end on time. All right. Now, look at the red bold words. 3 words you can see here on my slide. Remember this, please, my dear attendees. Nobody can deliver anything in front of the audience or without audience if you don't do this one word, which says practice, practice, practice. So there is no easy shortcut to have a wonderful, successful delivery. Practice, practice, practice. All right. Remember this word. Okay, moving on to the next slide. I'm going to quickly give you, I hope you all got a very good idea about the speech structure and again, how to make it more attractive. And one easy tarika, the way technique is to watch YouTube videos and the international speech champion speeches or the humorous speeches, regional speeches. It will really give you an idea how the seasoned speakers speak and edit their speeches, make it more amazing. All right, so your first assignment, as DTM Sunita has informed me, your first assignment would be, some of you would be asked to deliver icebreaker speech. So what is this icebreaker speech? You might be wondering, is it like taking the ice from the fridge and break it in front of the audience? What does it mean? Icebreaker is just and self-introductory speech, nothing else. It's like you introduce yourself in the best possible way and make sure your audience will be able to know more about you. Okay, your family, your friends, your education, your hobbies, these things. All right, that's it. Again, remember the structure that I narrated a while ago. Let me take you to the next slide. Moderator, DTM Vikarudin. Okay, so the next speeches, some of you might be getting prepared speech. They'll ask you to go for a prepared speech, deliver a prepared speech. Again, as I told you, house full of paper and somebody asks you, you search for the paper. Normal, nothing abnormal. So when they tell you to go for a prepared speech, remember, these things, confusion can happen to anybody, but choose the best that you can deliver. It could be about your life, about family, friends, life lessons, compassion, values, anything. It could be, choose one and limit it, crop it to the most valuable aspect. So let me again take you to the next slide now. So there are more examples. I can share this presentation with you to help you later on. DTM Sunita will be sharing the presentation. If you really want to have a look at it, it's fine with me. The next slide, DTM Vikarudin. Oh, wow. So you can see that we have reached the end of the presentation. It just tells you there are no more pointers here in my slide. It just tells you rediscover the joy of creativity, rediscover the better you. Means now nobody wants to say that you are not good or better. You are good, but we want to make you from good to better. We want you to rediscover the potential inside you. Moving on to the next slide, DTM Vikarudin. Wow, it tells you, thank you. So I have reached the end of my presentation. I hope all of you got a fair idea about the speech structure. And so I hope you are ready for your next level, whether it is icebreaker or a prepared speech. Thank you. And let me stop now for a while. Let's go to the next segment. Thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, DT and Sajida. That was an insightful presentation. Now, we are going to witness a demo speech. To present a demo speech, we have a very young and charming Toastmaster Soha Kot. She attended one meeting at Toastmaster as a guest, and before she knew it, she found herself a chartered member at the Giza Toastmasters Club, Egypt. She's also the VP of membership. Toastmasters Soha has been working as a hospital pharmacy manager. She is currently a certified coach on the Megua program, helping other people who are challenged with a stammer. Let's welcome Toastmasters Soha Kot with her demo international speech. The speech will be 5 to 7 minutes duration. Her speech title is Yes, I Can. Over to you, Toastmasters Soha Kot.
Are you happy with the life you're living right now? Are you 100% confident that there isn't a better opportunity for you out there? Master of Ceremonies, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. For more than 30 years, I had a great life. Family, friends, and work. I thought this is the best life I could have. I thought this is the life that's meant for me. Little did I know the amount of harm I was putting myself in. Little did I know how much I was missing out on. This all changed in December 2020 when I joined the McGuire program, an international program run by people who stammer for people who stammer. My one and only goal was to get rid of my stammer and find my voice. One of the core concepts on the McGuire program is keep pushing out your comfort zone by challenging your feared situations. And that was when it struck me. All my life, I had confined myself in this tiny, faraway corner. The whole world had its open arms for me, but I chose to imprison myself within my comfort zone. With a show of hands, how many of you had to get out of your comfort zones to attend your first ever Toastmaster Club meeting? Yeah. And if it's not Toastmasters, it's something else. It's someplace else. It's someone else. But what is it? What is it that we're so afraid of? What is holding us back? What is there beyond the comfort zone? Well, let me take you on a journey to explore this. This is my comfort zone. Here, I was comfortable, safe, secure, and in control. Everything was so easy. Everything was more or less predictable. I was happy with my boring routines. The risk was low, but so was the reward. Then one day I decided to take this risk and take my first steps out of my comfort zone to find myself ambushed in the fear zone where I lacked self-confidence. I did a great caring about what other people thought of me, that I would come up with all sorts of excuses not to try out new things. I got ambushed again and again and again. but I was determined to hang in there, put myself together, swallow my fears until I had the courage to push out even more. And there I found myself in the learning zone, where I started to deal with my challenges and problems, and as a result, acquired new skills I never even thought I was capable of. This gave me a boost of self-confidence, motivation, and curiosity to push out even more. And here I am in my growth zone, where I started to live my own dreams, finding purpose in what I was doing. I started setting new goals and conquering new objectives. I started to experience the magic of life. I have to admit, this whole journey wasn't at all easy. In fact, it required a lot of hard work, courage, perseverance, and support from those around me. And here I am, solid proof that yes, I can. Yes, I can show my vulnerability, not as a sign of weakness, but rather a sign of strength. Yes, I can make 3 TV interviews to spread awareness on stammering. Yes, I can become a chartered member at Giza Toastmasters to work on my speech, communication, and leadership skills. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to break your own prison and set yourself free. It's your turn to take your first steps out of your comfort zone and explore your journey. It's your turn to live your dreams. It's your turn to believe in, yes, I can. We only live once, so let's make the best out of it. Back to you, Master of Ceremonies.
Thank you, Toastmaster Soha, for this lovely speech. Dear moderator, I have a request. Please provide the co-host right to Toastmaster Anjali so that our participants can send their questions for the Q&A session. Now, it's time to relax and enjoy some lighter moments. To present a demo humorous speech, we have a distinguished Toastmaster here, DTM Raymond Pereira. DTM Raymond is a Toastmaster for 12 years and has done almost all the roles in the XCOM and the District 20, such as the area director, coach, mentor, and chartered 2 clubs. He is also a good storyteller. An IT professional attempting his way ahead through his leadership and communication journey. Let's welcome the scintillating distinguished Toastmaster Raymond to give his demo speech. Please note, the speech will be of 5 to 7 minutes in duration. The speech title is Life of a Toastmaster, DTM Raymond Pereira.
Before I begin, timer, before I start, I just want to confirm if you can see me, hear me. Can anybody confirm? Yes, I think so. Yes. Somebody called Manju confirms that they can see me, hear me. So let's begin. Hello? What? DTM who? Oh, okay. So you want me to do a speech. What speech is it? Humorous speech. Okay. When is it? Today, now, like right now? Why me? There are so many other people out there who can do speeches. But why me? Just because I'm a Toastmaster. They'll wake me up from my evening siesta and I get some calls from Toastmasters worldwide. And they don't even let me take care of my back. I got this broken back. As IT guys, we sit a lot. So we get broken backs. And I was thinking I would rest. And no, the Toastmaster community worldwide. Let me tell you a secret, friends. They will not tell you all of these secret things. Only I will tell you. Don't join Toastmasters. At all. Don't join. I can see already people laughing. They know why. They seriously know why. Don't join Toastmasters. Let me tell you my story. My story of being a Toastmaster. 12 to 13 years ago, I even forgot. One of my close friends said, Raymond, what are you doing? Nothing. I was not married. I had nothing to do. I had a okay job. Join Toastmasters, he said. Toastmaster, raise the toast. For a wedding? No, 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 no. You can be good speaker. You can go on stage. Well, I speak. Why do I need to go on stage? Come, 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 come. I went. And at that meeting, I saw one man go on. So that time it was men, at least the club that I went. He went on stage. He gave a horrible speech. And to my surprise, everybody was clapping. Yeah, good speech. Right? Either something's wrong with me or something's wrong with them. So after some time, another guy went. He was a better speaker. And nobody clapped. Something's wrong with me or something's wrong with them. And the third speaker was so good. He blew me away. I stood up. Nobody clapped. Definitely something's wrong with me and something's not wrong with them. I will tell you his story later. After 6 months of Toastmasters, I left Toastmasters. Enough with the headache of crazy people clapping for the wrong reasons. 6 years later, I went through a terrible depression. I lost my business, I lost my job, and I went to counseling. And the sweet lady, pretty but very sweet, said, Ray, your solution to your problem, I will tell you. What is it? Medicine? No. What do you want me to do? Join Toastmasters. Huh? Toastmasters? He said, yes. She said, that is the solution. You need to be with people. I want to be away from people. No, you need to be with people. Something's wrong with her. Definitely not with me. So I joined Toastmasters. And my same friend came, hey, please come join my club. Are you getting commission to take me to your club? Seriously, how much they're paying you? Some commission you're getting? No commission. Just join. So you're making money and you're not telling me, no? Okay, I will join. I joined Toastmasters with one intention, to make money. No money. They're only telling me, come for speech. The DTM said, no, icebreaker. I gave icebreaker. I told them everything about my life. They clapped. No money. The problem is money was not coming. My pockets were still empty. Then I was getting ready to leave Toastmasters. They said, Ray, you're not doing your leadership journey. Leadership. Okay. And with leadership, I said, okay, maybe I'll make money now. No. So I called this District 20 forum. how do I make money in Toastmasters? They burst out laughing. They seriously burst out laughing. He's like, Ray, you don't make money in Toastmasters. Then why am I here? I will tell you how you're making money. You are already 3 years in the program. Yes. Have you ever had an empty stomach in Toastmasters? No, you're right. Because all Toastmasters clubs, they give you something to eat. At least before COVID. You go to corporate Toastmaster club, they give you pizza. You go to school Toastmaster club, the teachers, they make nice biryani. Something or another they give to you to eat. So your stomach is always full. That's why my tummy, this is called a Toastmaster tummy. The second thing he said, Ray, have you ever found people clapping for you even if there is no reason? Yeah, they're clapping for reason. When you are giving a lousy speech, they clap so that they inspire you. But once you become senior, they just make you work more, give more speeches. Okay. So that is why when they call you in the middle of your sleep, because you have become so good at it that they will call you even in the middle of the night, come give a speech. Instantly. And they call it impromptu speaking with a registered R. Why? Because they know that you can wake up and deliver any topic. They say, come give humorous speech. Third point, did you ever have an opportunity to get a job? Yes, so many opportunities. So this is the life of a Toastmaster, where you will never be without opportunity. Even if that opportunity is troubling you, feeding you, making you work, waking you up. So friends, jokes aside, the life of a Toastmaster is a life of success. So please, join your hands, join our clubs, and live a life of a Toastmaster. Over to you.
Thank you, DTM Raymond, for this amazing speech. Now, we proceed towards the question and answer round. Toastmaster Anjali, you may read the questions you have received one by one. Let's welcome DTM Sajita to join this session.
Thank you, Toastmaster Beena. Yes, one of the questions, DTM Sajita, which I have got, though you have covered how to choose a topic. Can we have some more details on that?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you for the question. Like how to choose the topic. As I said, there are lots of topics around, and which one to choose is very difficult. But still, you can have the general themes like love, kindness, uniqueness, personality, friendship. These are the themes. So first choose a theme that you want to go with. And then from that themes, again, filter it down and narrow it down and take only single aspect of that. That was why I was talking about the theme love. This is the generic theme, love. Make it specific, like father and daughter or mother and son. So take any one specific aspect of that, then weave your story around that one. So if you want to tell me, share with you another example, if it is about friendship. So you want to speak about friendship. So this is a topic that you have chosen. So again, friendship could be at different levels. It could be even a teacher, student, boy and a girl, the neighbor and you. Friendships are of different layers. So from that friendship, the generic theme, you choose one aspect of that, narrow it down to one aspect, and then develop your story. I hope I made more clear to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. And your presentation was wonderful, and I am sure the attendees have understood what topic to choose and how to deliver it, how to write the speech. One more question which I have received is there any topic or any kind of a discussion which we cannot do, which is prohibited?
Yeah, obviously in Toastmasters, as per the protocol, politics and religion are two things that we have to stay away from. Because we are addressing different kinds of nationalities, different kinds of religion in front of you. So it is better to avoid these topics that could create a negative vibe or a spark or any unnecessary friction among the audience.
Very true. Thank you so much for your questions. For your answers, if anybody else, these are the questions which I received. Anybody else wants to answer question?
Okay, no question. So I just want to speak about Soha, the speaker a while ago. Fantastic speech. Congratulations on nice delivery. You see, she just spoke about her midwife experience. Just one single. She is into a profession and she might have gone through different incidents in her life, but she preferred to choose only single aspect of her midwife experience. I liked when she went behind the door and she was hiding herself and she said, I was like this, but now come, get out of your comfort zone. See the way a small thing was developed into a 5 to 6 minute speech. This is what you have to learn from her speech. And again, Toastmaster Raymond Pereira, if you look at it as a small thread, he wanted to join Toastmasters and he got out of it. And then again, he went back. Simple thing. There weren't too many things about his speech, but see how he developed. I think he had cropped up many times, probably edited his draft many times. It's a beautiful speech. So these are the things that you have to really, this is your takeaways from these two speakers that who delivered today. Yes.
One more question we have from our speaker, Toastmaster Soha, that does it always have to be true? Whatever we are saying, does it always have to be true?
This is a tricky question, but people, if you are making up something, like anybody can easily make out that isn't a bit exaggerated version of what really happens. If it is a humorous speech, well, it can click people. People like to laugh. That time, if it is a humorous delivery, nobody is going to think, is it true? Can it really happen? No. But humorous speech, so definitely you can go for exaggeration. But if it is international prepared speech, you can at times, a little bit, you can add flavor, spice here and there. But if the whole thing is manipulated, that won't, that won't create any impact on what you really is looking forward to.
I have a answer to questions. Hi, this is Raymond, one of the second speakers. As DTM Sajita rightly said about the prohibited areas or topics that you can't talk about. But as Toastmasters, we are taught, as in her presentation, is who is your audience? Are you talking to a conservative audience who may be offended? Are you talking to an audience that can get instantly conflicted? So then you need to be careful of how you approach your topics. Yes, religion, politics are generally topics that we don't bring in because of where we are, our location, the conservative nature of the audience. But as Toastmasters, we learn how to not provoke an audience, even if we talk about something not related to these key generic topics. And that is something that you need to learn as a Toastmaster, is how to prevent conflict or how to prevent dispute where someone may not agree with what you're saying. So this is something you will learn in your journey in Toastmasters. The second point about whether the topic is real or not real, as to DTM Sajita rightly said, you may lose credibility if you could not pull it off very well. Like, for example, many times we talk about superheroes and Spider-Man, and we add those quotes into our speeches. Now, it's okay because people know who Spider-Man is. It's a fictitious character. But if you talk about something that we cannot relate to, then your credibility will be at stake. I'm not saying you cannot do it. You can, but you have to be really good at bringing something not true to life. So the
True.
inputs on these 2 points.
Thank you, DTM Raymond. One more question we have for you, DTM Sajita. You have to go back your memory lane. Which topic you selected for your first speech?
Yeah. So first speech, it's an easy question, actually. The first speech is icebreaker. So I just chose my life incidents. Like I started from the middle of my life. Turning point in my life, of course, is marriage. So I started with the marriage and I went backward to my how I was a childhood, my childhood days. And again, then I fast forwarded to my present life in Bahrain. So, even if you are delivering an icebreaker, you can make it interesting by changing, swapping the techniques, flashback technique or narration technique, or picking some events which is really can have an appeal to the audience. So you can even go for a dry speech if you're talking about yourself. Some people I have heard, it's like a timeline. In 2021, what happened? 2015, what happened? 2020, what happened? So, you can even bore the audience, I mean to say, even if it is breaker. But if you really work on it, you can make it very interesting as well. Nice question. Thank you very much. But I joined Toastmasters in 2010, so maybe this, as Toastmaster Raymond said, it may not be true to life, but I can manipulate now because you don't know.
Thank you, DTM Sajita. And I think we can close the question answer session. We are on time. So back to you, Toastmaster Beena.
Thank you, DTM Sajita, Toastmaster Anjali, and moderator Toastmaster Wakaruddin. Well, it's time to take my leave now. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters and guests. You have been an amazing audience. Wishing all the wonderful women a very happy Women's Day. You are more than you realize. So shine on, ladies, not just today, but every single day. To adjourn the session 2 of the D20 Mask Speechcraft, let me invite our event chair, the dynamic leader, DTM Sunita Raghu.
Sunita, you're on mute, please.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Our Master of Ceremony, Toastmaster Beena, you have been wonderful conducting the session really well. And a huge round of applause to our presenter, DTM Sajita Satish, and both the speakers, demo speakers, Toastmaster Soha and DTM Raymond. I would like to see all the virtual applause for our presenter and the demo speakers. I hope all of you enjoyed the session really well, and it was more interactive than expected. The first session, I could see most of you are silent. Slowly, you are coming out of your comfort zone and started asking questions to the presenters also. It's a very good sign. And my sincere thanks to our timer, moderator, and the organizing committee for bringing so much talent here and presenting a wonderful session for our speech crafters. The video of this presentation will be shared in your member group as well as the coordinators group for you to go through and understand whatever discussed in this meeting very well. Thank you so much for this. With this, we have come to an end of the session 2. I would like to thank our education team member, Toastmaster Anjali, for facilitating this Q&A session really well. And I hereby adjourn the session number 2. And our next session will be on 11th March, Saturday at 8 p.m. Bahrain and Kuwait time. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you all. Wishing good luck. Thank you.